So today we are looking at the Endless Oracle by Eric Maille or Maille. This is the guidebook. It's glossy on the front. This was a Kickstarter deck, so it's the first edition. So this is about the deck, and it says it's a Miriorama inspired oracle deck, which means like you use the cards to make a photo or a scene. You can use them independently or you can make a panoramic. So it talks about how to use Oracle in that way, whether as a single card or as multiple cards, as well as notes on timelines and panoramas. So it's quite in depth. There's a lot of spreads, as you can see. Plenty. It's quite in depth in that way. And then we've got a glossary, and these are the cards. So you've got the title of the card as well as like some keywords about the card in the sky. So every sky in the picture, there's something different going on in it. Creative notes as well. So that is the guidebook. This is the deck. So it's magnetic. These are the cards, so they're the backs. The cardstock, it's very slippery. I don't know what you call this. I'd call it a satin personally. That is what I would call it, and they're very flexible. So they're quite lovely. So I quickly just looked up the cardstock and it says it is S30 standard smooth with a matte finish. And there's about 50 cards in this deck. So this is the Lighthouse, direction, beckoning, goals, reaching out, intention. Against the dark of night, the lighthouse shines a beacon to be followed. It represents one's sense of direction or the force that is guiding them. It may represent a calling, such as a goal and the path to get there, or it may even be a call to action or course to pursue. Something is reaching out to you and offering a bright point to follow. It is up to you whether or not to heed the beckoning of this card. Take time to search for obstacles and decide if the path before you is treacherous. You may decide that following the beacon is not always worth the risk. In large readings, the cards around the lighthouse may indicate what sorts of goals may be sought after and the path that must be taken to reach them. What challenges and prizes lie ahead? What challenges and prizes lie close to the lighthouse? What catches your attention, calling out to you or warning you to stay away? In the sky, Polaris, the North Star, known for its utility as a consistent point of reference for travelers to use in unknown territory. It is strongly associated with guidance and direction. Creative notes. Adding a distant sea was a particular challenge on this card, which was the first of the cards I illustrated to include a horizon line that was distinctly visible, though I knew I'd eventually have to figure out how to make it work on the ship's card. On most other cards, a horizon is hidden behind mountains or trees, but I knew very early on that I wanted a lighthouse in this deck. This meant that it needed a sea that could be visible in at least some of the cards. Any other card that has a visible horizon line on a distant sea was made after the lighthouse, and was made to match its horizon. I think it's fun when those cards wind up in readings together. I do not know of any particular myths or legends that involve lighthouses, but for some reason they do almost seem like mystical places. They are certainly familiar to people, even if they're not something that many people often see in their day-to-day life, which in some ways can make them seem rather fantastical. So that is the Endless Oracle by Eric Maille. I hope you're having a luminous morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are, and as always, stay wild, Star Child.